Hello, I am Wa'id Yahya, Certified Financial Technician Expert from the International Federation of Technical Analysts. In this video, we will update our classical technical analysis view over the short term for Meta Platforms stock. First of all, let's start as usual with the major structure over the monthly chart. It's clear that the monthly chart is showing a lot of weakness over the long term, as we will see just in a minute over the weekly chart also. But you can see that the monthly support, which was a support at around 219, was broken to the downside, and the break was confirmed by 1 month close below 220. It's very easy to predict or expect that the stock Facebook or Meta Platforms is targeting the next monthly support around 120, and this target may be a medium or a long term target. So over the long term, the Facebook or Meta Platforms is in a very bearish environment as long as it is below $220. And as we can see, the size of the candlesticks is showing a lot of sellers control. Over the weekly chart, we can see the long and medium term picture in more details, and it's easy to say that the stock is suffering from a medium term downtrend, where the downtrend channel line was also broken to the downside, creating a little bit more selling pressure over the short term also. That's why we are saying that Facebook is in a very bearish environment. After this break of the downtrend channel line, it also broke the monthly support that we have just talked about it, around 220. So for now and for the time being, Facebook is also bearish over the medium term, and do not get tricked by the stock moving around the second channel line, and never expect to have a correction before the stock itself gives true confirmed signs of correction, because some people consider when a stock touches the channel line, it should immediately create a correction or a reaction. No, this is not the case. Many stocks can just move and slide down around the channel line without any correction for long time periods. And this is really happening with Facebook for the time being. So please do not go before the market. Do not move before the market moves, and do not create imaginations in your mind unless the market gives clear signals that there is a correction to the upside and it is confirmed. For now, at least until now, this is not the case in Facebook. You can see here sellers control and a downside gap in the opening of the next week, and also a valid break below the second downtrend channel line. So this is indicating more and more selling pressure. Let us check and dig into the short-term details over the daily chart. We are going to see much more drama here. If you can notice, the short-term support around 175 is also broken with a gap to the downside, and here is the second weekly channel line is also broken with full seller's control and confirmed 3 days close below the level broken, which is confirming that Meta Platforms is in a negative environment and under strong selling pressure as long as it is below 175. And here we can start drawing a short-term trend connecting the lower highs as well as the lower lows, as we can see here. Maybe we can use this close. So it's clear that lower highs, lower lows over the short term. So the structure of the stock over the long term is down, the medium term is also down, and the very short term is also bearish. So please keep in mind that the strategy should be on the selling short side. And as we can see here, it's also breaking all possible supports, either long-term, short-term, intraday. All kinds of supports are being broken by Meta Platforms, and with downward gaps, and with slightly increased volume, and this is indicating a very negative bearish environment in the stock. So in order to have extraordinary correction to the upside, the stock should penetrate $175 to the upside and close above $175 for a day or two, just in order to create and form a very short corrective wave to the upside that may target 188 or 192 area. And if it took place, it will also be considered as a corrective short-term wave against a larger short-term prevailing downtrend. And it may be at that time or now, at this time, it may be a good chance to consider virtual trading by short selling the stock, either at the area of the downtrend line over the short term, or if it gives some signals of reflection to the downside from the very first short term daily resistance around 171. I think one of these two will give us clear signals for virtual trading over the short term on the short selling side. So we will keep in touch and keep watching the stock. Please keep in mind the environment of Meta Platform is bearish over all the time frames. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to subscribe, like and share, and see you soon.